World War I was called the War to End All Wars, but as we well know, that name turned out to be very optimistic. The invasion of Poland in 1939 by Nazi Germany sparked the return of war to Europe, and soon after France, one of the Allies' most prominent powers, and a key player in World War I, fell to German forces in 1940. The conquest left little opposition to Germany's advance on mainland Europe. But how did this defeat come about? The victory was made possible by one simple reason: the refusal to acknowledge Nazi Germany's threat. By the time Hitler had assumed absolute power in 1935, he had begun to rebuild Germany's military, a direct violation of the Treaty of Versailles. This act went largely ignored, however, and instead of confronting Germany about its militarization, France and the other European powers pretended not to notice. This picture, taken in 1940, shows the result of this blindness. The location and what these people are watching in this photo is uncertain. Some claim it to be taken in June, when the Nazis finally took Paris, and that the people are watching the victorious German forces. Others claim it to be in the city of Marseille, and that the onlookers watch as French flags are taken down. The identity of the man is also contested. Was he Jacques von Sargent, the first French partisan to be executed by the Germans, or is he just a grieving French citizen watching the fall of his nation? No matter who the man is, or where the photo was taken, the emotion this image invokes is that of humiliation, sadness, and defeat. It is easy to look back at history in hindsight, but for France and the rest of Europe, hindsight wasn't necessary. Nazi Germany was an obvious threat, and it was the blind eye the rest of Europe turned to that threat that allowed this photo to be taken. What we have to ask ourselves when we look at this photo is not how did this happen, but did they really not see this coming?